Your cat just did something weird again, didn't it? Maybe they stuck their butt right in your face. Maybe they buried their nose under a paw and refused to move. Or maybe, and this one gets everyone, they licked your hand like they loved you and then bit it like they didn't. Here's the thing, none of that is random. Every strange thing your cat does is actually a message, a survival instinct, a leftover piece of wild programming that's still running underneath all that domestic fluff. By the end of this video, you're going to look at your cat completely differently. Let's get into it.
Why cats stick their butt up when you pet them. You're petting your cat at the base of the tail, and suddenly their rear end shoots straight up into the air. It looks bizarre, but it's actually one of the most trust-filled gestures your cat can offer. The base of a cat's tail is packed with nerve endings, almost like a pleasure switch. A few strokes there feel amazing, though too much can tip over into overstimulation fast, so watch for warning signs like a flicking tail. This posture also shows up when a female cat is in heat, and it's the same instinctive position cats use to greet each other, since sniffing near the tail lets cats exchange scent information. So when your cat lifts their butt toward you, they're essentially saying, "You're one of us."
2. Why cats cover their faces when they sleep. Cats tucking their nose under a paw or curling into a tight little ball isn't just adorable, it's thermal engineering. Cats run warmer than humans and prefer higher temperatures, so covering the face helps trap body heat while they sleep. There's also a light blocking function at play. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're built to be active at dawn and dusk, which means a lot of their sleep happens during broad daylight. Covering their eyes helps them actually get some rest. And sometimes, honestly, it's just an accident. Cats fall asleep mid-grooming and end up frozen in whatever position their paw landed in. 3. Why some cats won't stop meowing. A cat that vocalizes constantly is almost always trying to tell you something. Most of the time, it's simple. They've learned that meowing gets them food, attention, an open door, or a play session, so they keep using the strategy that works. But excessive vocalizing can also be a stress signal. A new pet, a new baby, a move, a change in routine, an illness, or even the loss of a companion animal can turn a normally quiet cat into a non-stop talker. Unspayed or unneutered cats add another layer, females yowling while in heat, males yowling when they detect one nearby, and if you happen to have a Siamese or another Oriental breed, well, chatty is simply part of the package. 4. Why your cat licks you, then bites you. This one confuses almost every cat owner. Your cat is licking your hand affectionately, and then chomp. It feels like a betrayal, but it's usually the opposite. Cats groom each other with a mix of licking and gentle nibbling, so a soft bite from your cat can simply be affection expressed the only way they know. It can also be an overstimulation signal. Too much petting in the same spot eventually flips from pleasant to irritating, and the bite is their polite way of saying, "That's enough now." Sometimes it's just playfulness, especially if their ears are forward, tail is up, and pupils are slightly dilated. The one type of bite you don't want to confuse this with is aggression, which comes paired with hissing and a stiff, bristled body, a very different message entirely. 5. Why cats keep changing their sleeping spots. If your cat has 5 or 6 favorite napping locations, that's completely normal. Researchers who studied over 1,000 cats found this rotation is standard behavior, not restlessness. In the wild, constantly relocating nests helps cats avoid predators, so the instinct to shift spots never fully disappeared. Changing locations also gives them privacy, helps regulate their temperature, and keeps them away from strong smells near food or litter. There's a territorial angle too. Staying in one place long enough lets a cat's scent build up there, effectively marking it as theirs. 6. Why cats always take your seat the moment you stand up. The second you get up to grab a snack, your cat is already curled up in your warm spot. That's not a coincidence. It's a combination of comfort and connection. Your seat holds 2 things cats love: leftover body heat and your scent. Both make the space feel safe and familiar. Territorial cats may also be depositing their own scent to reinforce ownership of the area. And sometimes it's simpler than any of that. They just want to be close to you, and stealing your spot guarantees a cuddle the moment you sit back down. 7. Why cats knead with their paws. That rhythmic paw-pushing motion, sometimes called making biscuits, goes all the way back to kittenhood. Newborn kittens knead their mother while nursing to stimulate milk flow, and the behavior simply never gets switched off. In adult cats, kneading is one of the clearest signs of contentment, especially when it's paired with purring and half-closed eyes. If your cat kneads on you, consider it a genuine compliment. They feel safe and emotionally secure around you. There's also a scent marking function, since cats have scent glands in their paws, meaning every knead session doubles as your cat quietly claiming you as their own. 8. What your cat's dilated pupils are really telling you. Pupil size isn't just about light. It's an emotional readout. Cats' pupils naturally widen in dim light and narrow in bright light, but they also shift based on mood. If the room is normally lit and your cat's pupils are still huge, that's often a sign of stress, excitement, fear, or arousal. Pupils can dilate during a heat cycle, and they can also widen briefly from pure enjoyment, like right after a favorite meal. One important note: if your cat's pupils stay dilated with no obvious light or emotional trigger, that can occasionally point to an underlying health issue worth mentioning to a vet. 9. Why your cat insists on sleeping with you. Finally, the behavior most cat owners love the most. Cats climb into bed with you for warmth first. They run hotter than we do, and a human body is a reliable heat source on a cool night. But it goes deeper than temperature. In the wild, lying down leaves an animal exposed. So sleeping on a trusted person gives a cat a rare sense of safety. It's also simply love. Cats have a reputation for independence, but they notice when you've been away, and curling up beside you when you return is their quiet way of saying they missed you. So the next time your cat does something strange, the butt-in-your-face greeting, the sudden bite, the daily seat stealing, you'll know exactly what's going on behind those eyes. If this changed the way you see your cat, hit like, subscribe for more real science behind everyday cat behavior, and drop a comment telling me which one of these your cat does the most.